TyRex labor efficiencies alone, just this year since January, has saved us a little over $100,000. We're constantly trying to come up with a quicker, easier way to redo assembly, to make it faster, make it easier for the floor. I mean, we start out engineers and we figure out how we think it needs to be made. Once it goes to the floor, they actually make it happen. So a lot of times we're coming back constantly with our processes, changing them. The big one was a reverse process. And this is a large job. We had about 5,000 assemblies to do, so it was a huge job. And this one employee took half the time to do it that everybody else was doing it. So we trained everybody else how to do it her way, rewrote the process, and now that's how we move forward. So a lot of times we'll look at outside the box and go unconventional and figure out exactly a way to make this happen. So trying to do the same thing over and over and over, a lot of times you're going to see the efficiencies, but just because you're doing it that way doesn't make it better, faster, or easier. So you're constantly looking for a better, faster, easier way to do something. Even talked about like last night, we had a quick job, particular customer needed something done. It's usually going to take us 6 or 7 hours to build this job. We went ahead and stopped what we were doing and we started this job for them. But in the middle of it, someone said, hey, look, if I go and adapt another tool, you know, we can go twice as fast. So we actually found 2 tools we could do. We adapted it, verified, spec met, crimp heights met, so make sure that we're getting a good quality product to the customer. But we were able to knock this out in 3 hours for that exact same time. And this is also, we talked about the repurpose, another cost, you know, a savings. We had some couple bad crimps. We have them. Last year we did a little over 30 million crimps. So we have a crimp issue every once in a while, you know? So we ran across about 6 out of 2,000 crimps we did in that 3 hours. We ran across 6 of them. But what they did is they took and they cut the wires because we had an exact same assembly, just shorter. So now they just reused that thing. So the only thing I lost was a 0.001 crimp, but I saved on the wire. I saved on us processing the wire. So it just became, it's all about constantly thinking. And that's what the production in TyRex does all the time. They're constantly thinking about how to save money.